Okay, so I got a giant haul of iFlight stuff here. I think most of these are going to be frames. It's just all piled up here. And the one on the top here is a ready to fly, the IH3. It's a special build. I think you can custom order these from their website. And this one has an R9 mini receiver. But let's go ahead and get this special iFlight haul going. And I'll pull everything out, take a look at everything real quick before I do the reviews later. Okay, we'll start off with the IH3 with the R9 mini receiver. This is a bind and fly. Basically, it comes already pre-built. And we got they're using the 3-inch Avon mini props on their builds now. Looks like they got new stickers now. These are the old stickers, and these are the new stickers with the new logo. And lots of battery straps, the different sizes and colors. Let's see what we got here. They've gotten a little bit bigger. We got some smaller ones, a big black one, smaller red one there, and a bigger red one. So they have different sizes and colors of battery straps. This one comes with the Runcam Split Mini, so it's probably going to come with extra parts here for the Split Mini. This is the extra mount and screws and nuts and stuff that they didn't use in the build. This is all the extra parts. And they're including this dual lock, 3M dual lock stuff for the battery, but I never use this anymore. Yeah, so the drone comes very well protected in this cutout foam. And here it is. Pretty nice build. Looks like they're putting the R9 mini antenna up front with a special TPU printed part here. Looks like they're using the regular the dipole antenna that comes with it, and just sticking it into these forever tubes here. You can see that it's a little bit bent. Probably want to bend that back down so it doesn't get into the props. To fix that problem, you just have to heat this up with a heat gun and then hold it in place while it cools, and then it should be fine. So I'll do that later. Yeah, interesting. Different TPU parts here in the back. Lollipop 2 antenna. This is a pretty tight build. There's your R9 receiver, flight controller, split mini, 490 ESC and video transmitter, and then they got this XT30 connector in the back here on this little part, and 2 giant capacitors. Oh yeah, and then they upgraded these motors to these 1108s. These are new Tachyon 1108 5000 kV, so this is a pretty nice motor. Much better than the old 1106 6000 kV motors they were manufacturing before. I don't know who was making that for them, but those were not as good as these. These are much nicer motors. Yeah, so nice little, I guess, mid-range, mid-long range setup here. I don't know if this is the best place for the antenna. Obviously, it'd be flying like this. We'll have to see how this works out in the end. Maybe I can move it to the back, perhaps back here. I don't know. We'll see. Pretty cool. Okay, so there's all these bunch of looks like GoPro session mounts for the various frames they sent. So as I bring in each new frame, I'll show you the mounts, but I'll just set these aside for now. This is the first frame. I think there's like 6 more. I don't know why they have so many new frames now. This is ridiculous. They just keep coming new frames and then new, updated versions of old frames. I guess they're fixing problems and stuff and making them stronger, better, etc. Which is good, I think. Obviously they want to keep improving their products. So this one here is the 5-inch Lawson Battle Axe Freestyle frame. So this is kind of an interesting frame. I think this is where you can reconfigure it so that it's either a mid-mount battery or a top-mount battery. And obviously I'm not going to be able to assemble it here in this haul video, but I'll do that later. I guess we can show you what this looks like. What's nice about all the iFlight frames is they include all the explosion diagrams, so you get an idea of what the frames look like. So you got individual arms, sandwich plate here, top plate, and you can reconfigure this, I believe, where you put the top plate on the bottom and put the arms up here, so that basically the battery is going to sit on the same plane as the motors. So there's a couple different ways you could set up this frame, which is kind of interesting. Let's see what we got here. Got a little silicone battery mat, another silicone battery mat, got 2 pretty nice battery straps. They've been improving their battery straps little by little. It's not rubberized, but it's better than before. Got these foam feet for under the arms. Little TPU printed mount for the back. It looks like it goes for the antenna. It probably goes like that, and then SM antenna goes out the back. And then just a quick look at the arms. Obviously all the iFlight carbon is very nice, chamfered, clean. You can see where the Battle Axe name comes from. That looks pretty sharp. It doesn't look like this one comes with any of the arm bumpers. So I think those are probably sold separately. Sometimes they include them in here, sometimes they don't, but I think they're usually sold separately. And then you got these little standoffs and screws, and you should have all your hardware you need to build this. And it looks like these are just the plates, top plate and the sandwich plates. So it doesn't feel like it's going to be too heavy. We'll figure that out when we do the build. Okay, so this is the XL5 XLlowrider V3. And I think this one here is the GoPro mount that goes with this frame. I'll just go ahead and pull that out now. Yeah, so their TPU is okay. It's not the greatest I've seen, but I believe all these mounts are additional cost. They vary. I've seen them as low as $5, as much as $8. I don't know why the costs vary, but you can check the website, see what the current prices are. And obviously it just screws into the frame with these 4 screws, and then you just slide your GoPro session in there. Looks like about a 3-degree angle. You got your stickers, and we'll get right to the diagram, see what this thing looks like. Yeah, so it's 5-inch frame, separated arms, sandwich plates. It looks like the arms are sitting on top of the bottom plate, and so not a lot of room here for your electronics. And I think these standoffs are pretty short. That's why it's called a lowrider. I think they're 10 millimeters, so not a lot of room there for putting a flight stack. Probably a single board, maybe a combo flight controller, PDB, and then maybe like some skinny ESCs on the arms. Yeah, I think the way this frame is with the lowrider design might be challenging to find the right parts for this. More battery straps. So this comes with some foam padding for the battery instead of the silicone mat. And this one comes with the arm bumpers. So the other frame didn't come with arm bumpers in the box. This looks like a camera mount. Goes around the standoffs. And it looks like this is more possibly camera mounts. Okay. Now, I don't know what I'm not really sure what this piece is for. And then this looks like this goes on the back. Yeah, so interesting. Probably goes on the standoffs here, XD60, and then SMA go out the back like that. And more foam feet. So here are the arms, individual arms, and yeah, pretty nice chamfered, clean cuts. Yeah, so I think those were extra arms. So these are the actual arms that come in the kit for the 5-inch. Maybe that's for the 7-inch. These arms look quite a bit longer. I was looking at this like, they're pretty long arms. Yeah, so I think this is for the 5-inch. This is probably the 7-inch arms, and they probably just do this in the box there. Because I do have the other version of this here. I think the previous version, the V2, I believe. That also have I think I have the 7-inch version of that one. So I'm not sure what's different. I'll have to look at I'll do that in the review, the comparison. I have that frame in here somewhere. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting 5-inch build. Okay, so this is a pretty flat and big box. To me, this is probably unibody style frame, not individual arms. It's the XL5 V3 X Hybrid. So obviously you can tell V3s, V2s, a lot of updated versions of these frames. Let's see, we got more foam feet, same battery strap, and more arm bumpers here. I'm not sure if these are included or not. Check the link in the description. Camera mounts, looks like. Little, I'm not sure what this is, but it looks like an SMA holder in the back. Yeah, standoffs. Looks like a little bit taller, maybe like 20mm standoffs. So it's not exactly a lowrider. It's your stickers. And then we got this, looks like stickers that go on the arms and such if you want to decorate your frame. Yeah, looks like it has a, I'm not sure if there's different styles or not, but this is interesting. It looks like a cartoon that you could put on your frame to make it look kind of different. Yeah, and unibody just like expected. So obviously if you break an arm, you're going to have to replace the whole bottom plate. Got countersunk screws there, top plate, so it's a shrunken, I think that's what they call it, a hybrid, because it's shrunken down here on the center section. The camera's up in front, there's no back section here. Yep, and that's what it looks like. And this is the GoPro mount for the iX5. So they have obviously different frame styles, different ways of mounting their GoPro mount on there, obviously with screws to the frame, standoffs. So a little bit different for this one. Okay, got another big wide box. It looks like this is also unibody. This is the XL5 V3 True X FPV Freestyle frame kit. So obviously they're saying Freestyle, probably top mounted battery. We got stickers again, battery straps, arm bumpers. Yeah, so it's got similar parts to that other frame. This one I have no idea what this is for, and then the same battery holder and SMA holder. Got more foam feet, and it looks like this one is also we've got interchangeable arms. So you got the arms over here, and you got a longer set of arms here. So this must be for doing like a 7-inch build. Obviously, you got all your hardware. That's a lot of hardware. And you got a foam battery pad. This time instead of silicone mat. And this is all your carbon pieces, and this is for the arms for the 5-inch. So I thought it was going to be a unibody, but in fact it's a individual arm design. They stuck it in this kind of a box. I think it's because of this sticker pack here. You can't stick that into the smaller box. And then the same camera mounts there as on the other kits. Looks like you got a whole bunch of stickers here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably one's for a 7-inch arm, one's for a 5-inch arm. And it's not as cartooning as the other one, but I'm wondering if they have different designs and styles you could choose from on the website. I'll have to check that out. I'm not exactly sure. And you have this typical Freestyle type of frame here, individual arms, sandwich plate, arms on top and the bottom plate. Got a top plate here, side plates for your camera. Very, very typical. And it looks like you got 5, 6, 7-inch arms available. So I think they probably sent me the 5 and the 7. So it looks like they sent another one of these XL5 V3 lowrider session mounts, but I think the XL5 is the same frame configuration. So they sent me 2 of these are the same ones. I think one's for this one and one's for the lowrider. Okay, last frame here. This is the HL5 V2 5-inch frame. I actually have the version 1s of the 5 and the 7-inch. So I wonder if they have the bigger arms in this one or not. It's not a big box here. More stickers. You got your arm bumpers. So it's like the same hook style design on the ends of the arms. You got 3 battery straps in this one. Got a little pad for your battery again. Foam. More foam feet. And let's see, this is the top plate, bottom plate. And looks like yeah, some additional plates there. More TPU parts for mounting the antenna in the back. And we got 2 more smaller, like thinner battery straps. I think that's for the GoPro mount. Got some forever tubes for your receiver antennas. You got your bag of hardware. Yeah, looks like the same as before. Okay, I see now what the difference is here. So Yeah, they sent both the 5 and the, looks like this 5 and the 7-inch arms. But you can see now the arms are connected. That's why they use the bigger box here. So I think that they did in the older version is they had 4 extra screws and one of those little nuts here in the middle. And that's a lot of extra weight, so they probably want to cut that down. Plus, this probably makes this a lot stronger overall. They're just going to use the 4 standoffs. Obviously, you just need 2 arms in the back and 2 arms in the front. So this is going to be the 5-inch. And this is going to be the 7-inch. So yeah, it's just huge. And it looks like the camera area is a little bit different here in the front. But yeah, basically the design of the frame is pretty similar, just that because the arms are connected, there's less stuff there, and that's probably going to mean the weight's going to be less. So we'll see that in the review. And then they also sent the GoPro mount for this version, and it has that little hook there for that top plate that's not on the version 1. So totally different GoPro mount there, and then use the battery strap there to wrap that around. So yeah, probably have a build of this one soon. Not so sure when. I've got a lot of other builds going on, but yeah, I'll not sure which ones I'm going to build first. But if you have a lot of interest in something, leave me a comment below, and I'll take those into account. Maybe I'll rearrange my schedule if there's a lot of interest in something, a particular frame. So just let me know in the comments below.